The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily represent those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting group. If you or anyone you know might be interested in making a television show, please call 260-421-1250. Access Fort Wayne is a department of the Allen County Public Library.
Something smells good. I wonder what Lynn's cooking today.
Hey, Lynn, what's cooking?
Now here's your host, Lynn Austin.
Hi everyone, welcome to Hey Lynn, What's Cooking? And
I'm back.
I know I love to call this month the month of
February.
No, the month of love.
I know.
It is so much the month of love because there's so many cute movies on about love and hearts all over the place. And
Shouldn't that be 365 days a year?
I know you say that all the time.
I do.
And I agree with that. But sometimes some people need a little nudge and push to recognize it. And I'm kind of pushing you this month to recognize that we should be in the kitchen cooking a romantic stay-in date night.
Okay.
Okay?
You
because
got it. You had me at stay-in.
And here I go. Because you know what I love? I love my favorite dish to make. And I get so excited because I love me a good meatball.
Oh, yeah.
I love to make a good meatball.
Meatballs are awesome.
And then when I think of meatballs and I think of spaghetti, I think of
Lady and the Tramp.
yes, romantic.
You trying to get people to get Disney Plus or something?
Oh, no. I don't have stock in Disney Plus, trust me.
Okay.
But I just think that people should just think about staying home. And I know I love good restaurants. And please go to the good restaurants whenever you want. But sometimes on
please
holidays,
don't dine at our home.
No, sometimes on holidays it's a little bit too crowded. And I think I kind of like the idea of making things special.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And making a memory. And I think that we should make a memory today and make my homemade meatballs. Which, look at them, they look so delicious.
Cannot wait
And
to make more.
To make more, we are. And you're going to make your one-pan brownie mix from scratch.
Actually, I
right?
think they're called saucepan brownies.
Oh. Saucepan.
I made it like, I don't know. It was a long time ago.
Well,
but
you're going to revisit it.
refresh
And
my
today
memory
is
a
the
little
day that you are going to go back to the saucepan brownies.
Yes.
Yes.
Going back in time.
Yes. But first we have to do a toast because we have a little lovely dry red wine.
You know, when I first made saucepan brownies, I don't think I was old enough to drink.
Probably not. Probably not. I know.
And I didn't.
There's times that I've never been old enough to drink, but we're not going to revisit that. So.
Here's to love and meatballs.
It's exciting and new.
And apparently we're on the Love Boat. Well, we have gone back in time.
I wanted you to see if you would get that.
Do the
not.
Isaac point.
Okay.
Anyway,
So we
move
had
on.
the wine. So
Yep.
now we're going to move on to our mini mozzarella bites.
Mini
Okay.
mozzarella bites.
Mini mozzarella
All right,
bites
so
right there in that pan, and it's so exciting. And I'm just going to push this, what I have back
exciting
here.
and new. Sorry.
I
get that in my
have
head.
our onions and garlic already sauteing for my
Let's smell it.
homemade sauce that are going to go over to meatballs. But I'm gonna, you know what? I'm going to get this pan going right now. We just have some butter in here, and we're going to melt. I know it's.
Oh, okay.
I know it's an.
I just
open
want to make
flame.
sure.
I got it, honey.
I know we got
See?
firefighters in the house, but I just want to make sure.
See how exciting this is when you are with your loved one cooking in the kitchen and he's giving you directions, and it just makes you have another sip of wine because I love him so much.
Safety first.
My dad used to say that all the time. Okay, so we have our butter melting to
Butter's
that.
melting.
We have a pan that's lined with parchment paper.
Okay.
And you know what? To that butter, can you add some Italian seasoning that is just an Italian dressing in a packet. Just pour that over the butter.
Just pour it over the butter.
Pour it over the butter.
Pouring it over the butter.
And look at here.
Look at that.
I have dough.
All of it? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
Because we're not on a first date, so we don't care if there's garlic or not in there. It's all right. This is dough that I made, pre-made a couple days ago in the refrigerator, wrapped in saran wrap. We put some yeast, flour.
So yeast you could do.
That's the yeast I can do. It's our homemade dough. And what we're going to do is I cut up chunks of mozzarella cheese, and we're going to wrap these around the cheese. And then when we get in with the sauce, you just dip.
Oh my gosh.
And wait till you see when we break them apart, the cheese just oozes out of them. It's just so delicious. So what we're going to do is you're going to take some dough, and this is fun. You know what? And if your kids are home on your Valentine's Day, if you have little ones, they will love this
Kick
too.
them out.
No, don't kick them out. They will have fun making dinner as well.
Oh,
and then you don't have
ones,
to bring them to a restaurant and then go crazy. So what you're going to do is just make sure that you wrap it, give it a hug. You know, just like give it a Valentine's hug. And there it is, right there. And then with that butter and the seasonings happening in here is just going to melt. And we're going to brush it. If I knew where my brush was. Oh, it's right here. We're going to brush that over these. Do you want to help? Because it's not sticky. It's all good.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's make some mozzarella bites.
Mozzarella.
I love saying mozzarella. It's fun.
Mozzarella.
And then we're going to go to our sauce. That our sauce is, it's going to get a little saucy in here. You get it? It's going to get a little saucy.
Got it.
Okay. Our sauce. I know. That's really beautiful. Are you making any? Or are you
I didn't know. I thought I was instructed to paint with butter.
Well, the butter isn't ready yet. We're mixing that. So
okay. So
you're going to mix.
Sure.
Okay. So he wants me to do this part.
Well, no, I just, I'm just
this
following
is fun.
instructions.
It's like playing with Play-Doh, but it's dough. And if you don't want to make homemade dough, if you really, really want to go simple, just buy the canned dough. They have it, or in the freezer section, they have pizza dough. Or if you want to go fresh dough, just go to your pizza parlor near around town and ask them for some of their dough, and they will sell you some dough. I know, it sounds crazy. Just go in there and ask for some dough.
They'll sell you some dough for some dough.
They will sell you some dough for dough.
All right,
and then give
ready.
them a good tip, because then that was really sweet, and it just like saved you a trip to the store.
Butter's mixed.
You don't want a whole lot of dough because you want the cheese to like ooze out of here. Oh, come on in. It's fun.
Oh, well, the butter's done.
I know. We're going to brush these babies.
Come on in.
We're going to put them in a 400-degree oven.
Okay.
And they're going to have their fun with their butter and their seasoning. Yum. And then we're going to move on to my homemade sauce, which really isn't homemade. It's kind of homemade, but not homemade.
You open the can?
Well, no. There's some love that goes into it. I like putting
you
love
hugged it
into
before
things.
You open the can?
Well, I'll hug you. It is the month of love, you know.
It is. All month long.
All month long.
All year long.
You should carry it on every month. Like, what would you do if it wasn't the month of love and it was, let's say, the opening month of baseball? How would you incorporate romance into that?
Romance into baseball?
Yes, seriously.
Hell. Probably throwing a good romantic baseball movie.
Which would be?
How about for love of the game?
Oh, wait. Was that baseball or football?
No, that's baseball.
Was it? Okay. What was that football movie we watched that I said that was a chick flick and that wasn't really a football movie? Oh, yes. It was Kevin Costner, and it was a Browns movie. I said,
that's Draft Day.
Yeah, that was totally a chick flick. That was a chick flick.
What are you talking about?
Yes, it was. I think sometimes they sneak them by you guys.
Why don't you have some more wine?
No, they totally sneak it by you guys, and they're like, hey, this is a guy's movie, and it's really not. Okay, so we're in the month of love, but
Yep.
how would you incorporate it as we're rolling? A few more, because we're going to move on to my sauce. How would you incorporate love into every athletic season there could be?
Well, tennis is easy as long as the score remains 0-0.
And
it's
that's a
love.
mat. Oh, I thought. Okay, that's no.
Well,
not a
it's
match.
love.
Love. Okay, yeah, you're right. We haven't played tennis in a while. We should do that.
Yeah.
See?
Okay, yeah, in February, that'd be great.
I was going to say that my balls would be frozen, but that wouldn't be romantic. Okay.
All of
No.
a sudden, we're on late night.
No, but the tennis balls would not work. They wouldn't bounce. It would not work.
All right.
Okay.
Why are mine coming out like little hot dogs and yours?
I don't know
don't know
why those.
I think because the cheese is more oblong.
Well, it's roughly cubed. Hey, don't judge the person that cubed the cheese.
No, I'm talking about mine look longer.
Okay. So we're just going to put a little bit of dough around the last
Okay.
one and move on to my sauce, which I will grab another piece of cheese. And before we, our butter is perfect. All right.
And was there a doubt?
So now we can put, that smells delish. We're gonna put our frying pan back on with our garlic and our onions in anticipation for the homemade sauce that's gonna go in there.
Anticipation.
That's an old commercial.
4?
Ketchup.
Very good.
Okay.
Got
One
one
more
more.
right here.
I'm working on
And
it.
then we're gonna put these in a 400-degree oven, and before we put them in there, we're gonna brush them with some love of butter and Italian seasoning. And like I said, just use the dressing seasoning. And it's 1, 2, 3. Just gonna dab.
Okay.
Oh,
He's ready.
look at these babies. 400-degree
Am I
oven.
finishing off this dough or
Well, if you
while you're doing your thing there?
want to, if you can be quicker than me, it's just the onions and the garlic going for our sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, we really
Big
didn't
hunk of
worry
cheese
about the garlic in our date night, did we?
Did not.
No. You know what? You can get by the herb taste in your mouth when you're having a romantic day.
What time's Herb coming over?
Uh-oh, get in there. Ooh, that one's a big one.
Well, it was a big piece of cheese.
Well, you're just using all the dough right away. Just,
We'll make
we're
smaller.
having fun cooking together.
We are.
Absolutely. I think more time needs to be spent in the kitchen with your loved ones and having fun and making jokes. And I always talk about having a dance party in the kitchen. I love having dance parties in the kitchen. I think it's fun.
And we've never had one. So.
Yes, we have.
No, we've not.
Yes, we have.
We
Yes,
have
we
not.
have. We've had a dance party in the kitchen.
No. Maybe you have.
By myself, probably.
There you
Because
go.
nobody else wants to participate in the dance party. But it's fun.
Ooh.
Okay, like 2 more? Are you good?
Yeah. Get 2 more out of this.
Alrighty. I have a piece of cheese.
Oh, sure. I can put more than one in here, right?
Oh, hey,
Okay.
you are walking on the wild side there.
Oh, yeah. Next thing you know, we having a dance party.
I know.
All right, last
Oh.
one.
We're just gonna
This looks
brush
good.
some suntan lotion all over these guys that are gonna go into the oven and have some fun.
Okay. You know what these smell
Look
like?
at you.
I envision these tasting like those biscuits at Red Lobster.
I don't know. We'll see,
what they
but
kinda
there's a
remind me of.
surprise in the middle, though.
All right.
A surprise. We're just going to finish these guys with a little bit of the last butter and little Italian seasoning in there. And put them in the 400-degree oven. You want to take that from me? And our pan is going with our onions and our garlic. And those will take about 10 minutes. Not much because they're 400-degree oven.
Ooh, smell that onion.
Oh, that is going good. So to this pan, we have onion, fresh garlic, and that is going. And then we're going to add some seasoned Italian tomatoes, stewed tomatoes. It's going to get steamy in here in 1 second.
Stewed tomatoes are my favorite. I love those.
And then to that, you know what? I have, where did I put it? A little bit of oregano right here. Sorry. We're going to sprinkle that over. I like a little extra on there.
Oregano?
Ooh, yes. And then a little bit of tomato paste to this homemade sauce that's going to cover our meatballs. And we're going to let this have fun in the pan while we mix our meatballs, which are so much fun to make. Yeah. I love making my meatballs.
We'll see about that.
Absolutely love making my meatballs.
I'm wearing plastic gloves on this episode.
And then we have some of your favorite, whatever sauce you prefer, that's going to go in there. And that is just going to cook down in this pan with the stewed tomatoes, the garlic, the onion. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it smells so good.
Okay, that is smelling really good.
All right.
Okay, now.
You want this stuff, don't you?
I would love all the meatball stuff. Now, I find I get so excited over a good meatball, and I believe that I found the perfect meatball. This is my perfect meatball. Okay. What we're going to do for everything, and even in the chicken broth right there in there. Okay, so first what I do is I take bread, whatever Italian hard bread that you find that's on sale, that's cheap, and I don't use like canned breadcrumbs. I use this, okay, and let me show you what we're going to do. I take heavy cream and I pour it over the breadcrumbs and I let them soak while you are mixing everything else.
Okay.
And, oh, this is fun. Okay, usually right about now, but I can't have it on right now, I play a little Frank Sinatra music and have a little wine going, and I just have fun making my meatballs. I just love making meatballs. No joke. This is like my favorite thing to do. Okay, so in this bowl, I said okay like 3 times, and I don't mean to do that, but I'm so excited. I have ground sirloin, ground Italian pork, okay, and ground turkey. Those are my 3 meats. Okay. To the meat mixture, we are going to add 2 eggs.
2 eggs.
2 eggs.
2 eggs, 3 meats.
2 eggs, 3 meats.
Okay, so we're trying to make this educational.
Okay. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. Shell, I'm so excited about making these. It's not even funny. All right. So we have the meats.
Eggs.
And the eggs.
Piece of cheese?
No, I'm good. And to that, we're going to add, now how do you say it? I say ricotta.
Ricotta? I don't know.
Ricotta. You say tomato. I say tomato. I say ricotta.
Okay.
Cheese. Because
you sound fancy.
I know. It goes in there with my eggs. Okay, this is just love in a bowl. I find this just love. When I make these for people, it's just love. For me.
Okay.
Okay, fresh Parmesan cheese. Sprinkled in there. Okay. And there is fresh garlic. Oh, we'll put it all in there.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? and then oregano. And this is my favorite. This comes from Chicago. This is my favorite oregano. I cannot tell you where it comes from because it's a secret.
Oh.
But it's my favorite. It is my favorite. Okay, we'll put it all in there. And then I chopped.
I just put it all in there.
Just put it all in there. Wait. You got to have a sip of wine because when
Okay.
you're making meatballs, you got to have wine.
Okay.
All right. Fresh
Yes.
parsley. Sprinkled in there. Okay. So now we had the breadcrumbs.
They're all soaked up.
Well, they're not crumbs. They're just
No,
bread
but
cubes.
they're soaked up with heavy cream.
And with the heavy cream. All right. That's going to go in there. And that is so going to have a party.
I had no
with
idea there was-
everybody else.
I had no idea there was bread and meatballs.
Well, in mine there are.
There you go.
You want to take that and
Sure.
that. And now they're going to be mixed together. And what I do is form them and put them in a greased pan. And then I add some chicken broth to them after they're formed in balls. And I just don't form like little meatballs. I form
They're good.
big balls. I like a good meatball. And here,
I knew there'd be plastic gloves involved in this episode.
well, yeah, because I'm mixing. You know what? If I wasn't surrounded by cameras, I would probably just use my hands and then go to the sink 10 million times to rinse my hands. But look at that. Look at the parsley and the cheeses. And we lined the dish with some butter, and I'm so excited it's coming out of the bowl. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh, yummers. Very good. Right?
It actually looks good now.
But I'm going to form like one or two of them, and then we're going to move on to your saucepan brownies. But I wanted to show you. That's about the size
That's a meatball right there.
I make. And it won't shrink down too much because you have the turkey and you have the sirloin and you have the pork. And it all goes in there.
And then
And trust me, when we're having a family get together, I am making a huge bowl of meatballs.
that's a meal in itself, that one meatball right
Yeah,
there.
well, my family they go in for about 2 or 3. I mean, they're all about the meatballs. So they're like, I would say they're like a tennis ball, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, see, I knew this all comes back full circle.
Yes, see? Okay, so tell me about your saucepan brownies.
Well, it's a big family secret. No, I actually made it when I was younger. We came upon this recipe, and it was like one of my first ventures into baking something, and they turned out really good. So I don't know if they're really my brownies,
Well,
but
I think so, and they're quite delicious, and they're so easy. So when you're doing your date night cooking, you want a little dessert, and you want it like easy, and you don't want to slave over a stove and be there all day long. So
fingers coming off.
Well, I know my fingers coming off, but we're just gonna, and you
Okay.
always make sure to put a little chicken broth in there.
Now, what does that do?
That just gives it some moisture while it's baking, so it seeps in. It's just really tender and soft.
But
and-
why chicken broth instead of like water or something?
Because I like the flavors of the chicken broth
Ah.
in the meatball. It is so good.
All
So
right.
you know what we're going to do? We're going to finish these off a little later.
Okay.
We're going to put those off to the side.
Okay.
And then we're going to go on to the pan brownies
It's a heavy dish.
because it's only a half-hour show. We have to show everybody our dessert.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, now it's our dessert. I thought it was mine.
Well, it's your dessert, but
Okay.
we're going to get that going.
I haven't made these in a long time.
I know you
So,
haven't, but you know, they're quite.
I'm
Tell
sure-
everybody what goes in them. Do you remember?
Well,
Here, let me show you.
It's
what
been- I
goes
know-
in them.
I know it's flour, and I know
Well,
there's. Wait,
there-
I'm trying to do it from memory now. Hang on a second. There's some kind of chocolate, obviously. I don't know, it was like semi-sweet morsels or something.
Well, yes.
Ah, semi-sweet chocolate chips. See, I remembered. Sugar, vanilla, flour, and a stick of butter.
Okay, babe. I am taking our sauce that has smelled incredibly awesome over here, and we're going to put this pan here that you're going to make the pan brownies in. And all your ingredients are right over here, and you're going to start with the, I believe, what are you going to start with? The stick of butter. In that saucepan, so I would get that going.
Oh, we gotta go over here.
Right here in the saucepan.
There she goes.
So that butter is going to go in there, and I believe you're going to put your chocolate chips in there.
Yes.
Which are going to melt down with the butter.
Yes.
Right? Isn't that what you said? So it's about 2 ounces.
I don't remember.
Semi-sweet chocolate chips in with the stick of butter.
These do go in here.
Yes, they do. With the butter, and you're going to melt those.
This is very similar to another recipe I make, but we won't get into that right now. No time for that in this show.
No time for that. And we have a pan, a small 8x8 pan. And if you wanted to increase the recipe, you obviously would double it and put it in a 9x13 inch pan. But right now we have a small one. And then we buttered it. And now you're melting. Oh, look how fast that's going.
It goes pretty quick.
And that comes off of the heat, if I remember correctly.
Comes off the heat.
As soon as that is melted, you're going to add all your other ingredients. Do you see how simple that is?
Pour them in the pan and you throw them in the...
You can get to your date night, game night, eating pasta like Lady and the Tramp. Okay, I think it's mixed. Let's bring it over here and finish.
Well, it's still...
Well, it'll go. Because the heat's in the bottom of the pan, so we'll just bring it over here.
Oh, man. You know, this was my recipe, and all of a sudden it's become hers. Okay.
Oh, see? By the time you came over here, it's all melted.
It smells so good, doesn't it? Okay.
Oh. So we removed it after we did the butter and the sugar off of the heat, and you're going to add, oh, I'm sorry, that was the chips and the butter. And you're going to add the sugar, which is right over there, to this. Just dump it in.
Dump it in it, and we're not going to like flake it like you were doing before?
No. And then you're going to add 2 eggs. Do you want to do the eggs?
I would be honored. Just don't hit me.
Oh. Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
See, it smells good already, doesn't it?
Oh my goodness, I'll break that yolk.
See, this is pretty easy stuff right here. So
our meatballs are cooking, I'm sorry, I don't know if I told you, 375 with foil with the broth for about an hour or so, and then take the foil off and let them brown up a little bit, and then add them to your sauce that's cooking on the stove, and oh my goodness, in whatever pasta you prefer. Just top it off with the pasta that you like. Okay, whoops, I had an egg. I didn't do my job. And we have about a teaspoon of vanilla in here. And then
flour.
A 3/4 cup of flour.
Bam.
And bam, you are done. How exciting is that? And then we have them right there. Look at there.
There they are.
So I think we should
powdered sugar on the top.
Take a little brownie, and we should toast to
I've never toasted with a brownie before.
Well,
is this something new?
we can toast with the wine, but look at that. Look at how delicious the one pan or sauce pan brownies
350 degrees, am I right?
350 degrees in a greased 8 inch pan, or double it 9x13. And you have just made homemade brownies with your loved one.
They are good, good, good.
Oh my goodness. Okay, my dear. We have some games to play and some brownies to eat and some pasta to eat. So we need to get going.
Okay, well, say no more. Happy month of love.
Happy month of love.
Happy year of love.
I think, the whole year should be love.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And go find a romantic football movie.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, definitely.
Well, you said it existed.
Yes, it did. It existed. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Happy February. Thanks for tuning in to Hey Lynn, What's Cooking. Enjoy each other and family.
Production facilities provided by Access Fort Wayne. Learn more under the Explore tab at acpl.info.